While we're waiting for technology, we're gonna go? Oh, okay, great. Well, good morning. It's so good to be here. So good to see my friends. I'm so grateful. Let's just take a moment to pause, go within any way you like. Let's breathe together. As I said in our prayer this morning before we started this moment, to breathe together, to breathe in itself is to be one with the divine. That oneness that is always there, always present. I know sometimes if I feel separate or alone or on my own, I sometimes, when I catch myself, I stop and I simply remind myself to breathe. And in that breath, I come back home. So part of my talk today is starting with the idea of kindness for ourselves. When we pause to breathe, we are demonstrating that kindness. When we stop and step away from the stress, the worries, the fears, the judgments, or whatever it is. When we stop and step away and breathe, we are practicing that kindness. So I'm inviting you to breathe deep and wide, to think about your breath, breathing you deep into your belly. Wide across your ribs. Dropping down into your breath, into you, remembering the oneness. I love myself so much that I practice kindness for myself, for every cell in my body right now. I am kind with my thoughts. I am kind with my words. I am kind with my emotions. With every breath I take right now. I'm inviting you to understand kindness as a texture of softness. The softest, most brilliant, amazing, velvety, plush texture you can think of. And bring that kindness, that softness, into the corners of your brain where there may have been something other than kindness. Bring that soft, fluffy, plush texture to where there was once something rough. Into the crevices and canyons of your consciousness, into the shadows. Bring that softness now. Let's bring that kindness now into your joints, moving from your thoughts into the physical. Bring that soft, plushy, velvety kindness. Bring that into every joint of your body. Check in with every vertebrae, with your elbows, your wrists, your fingers, your hips, your knees, your ankles, your toes. Consciously share. The more you focus on that kindness, on that soft, beautiful texture, the more you shift your attention away from the thing that may have been disturbing from your past, the more you're aligning with the goodness, with the love, with the divine itself. The divine is kind and compassionate and loving. And as you bring those qualities through this understanding of softness, you are affecting not only the inner, the micro, but the outer, the macro. And start with you right now. Letting every joint in your body feel that softness. To see it in your mind's eye. Feel it. And if any part of your brain shows any resistance, it's absolutely normal, and just say to yourself, and I can do this, can't I? It's possible for me to be kind it's in the realm of possibility to put this softness in my cells, in my bones, in my joints, in my thoughts, to demonstrate it in the way I walk, in how I think, in the words I speak. I speak that kind softness into form right now. I can choose this experience. I can feel this softness. I can understand this kindness. Starting with me, starting with my cells, starting with my being. For these are my thoughts. This is my body. And I practice this. I choose this now. As you focus more and more on this experience of kindness as a softness, you may notice it starts to expand. You may notice there's a temperature to this kindness. A warm sun with a cool breeze. You may notice this as you feel that softness in your heart. And bring that softness to any distracting thoughts, to any opinions or judgments, to the life happening inside and outside of you right now. With that understanding and that breath, I invite you to walk this experience into the rest of your life. To walk it in your voice, to feel it in your bones, to know it in your heart, to speak it into being as we step into our joyful service now. Namaste.
First, when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone. What a feeling, it's believing I have it all. Dance for my life. Well, I hear the music, close my eyes, feel the rhythm, wrap around, take a hold of my heart. What a feeling, it's believing I have it all. Dancing for my life. I'll take your passion, make it happen. Pictures come alive, dance right through your life. What a feeling.
Morning, Ahiah. My name is Frederick Southern. I'm one of the practitioners here at Ahiah Center for Spiritual Living. And thanks so much for joining us. We're in the Pasadena Downtown Playhouse District. And we're a trans-denominational metaphysical spiritual center / community. Where all are welcome, and no matter what class you're in, and even if you have more class than me, we still want you. So welcome, 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 online and here in person. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be with us today. Thank you very much. So let's get some housekeeping volunteering out the way. We have Brian Menifee on the drums. We have Chris Glick on the keys. We have Leon Johnson on the bass. Show you right. When he does that, it's like a blessing to me when he just... And we have our ushers in the back. We have Sandra and Dorothy. Milton is on our parking lot. And our guest artist today is Miriam Green. And our Power Talk, our very own Peter Bedard. You know, he drove in from Palm Springs this morning. But on the way in, the devil called me and said he wants his heat back. So, why don't I ask you to stand? And we're going to do our congregational song. And Miriam is coming to the stage.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm not muted anymore. That's nice. Good morning, Ahiah. My name is Harris Sokot. I'm a licensed practitioner here at Ahiah CSL. Thank you very much. And so I'm going to be doing the invocation and reading this morning. And if you're comfortable, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. It's totally fine if you want to keep your eyes open too. Just join this presence in this space as we get centered with these deep breaths. Recognizing the Spirit all around us, within us, as us, for us, through us, expressing always and always. I know that the Spirit is peace. I know that the Spirit is belonging, it's community, it's intelligence, wisdom, power, safety, comfort. All of these beautiful things are right here in this room with us right now. And we see the evidence of that in our presence here, in our experience here. And the wonderful words that Reverend Nicole will bring us today, and the wonderful greeting that Frederick gave us earlier, and the beautiful art, sound, vibration that is presented through our band, through every breath that we take right here and right now. I know that the Spirit comes through all of us. It shows up as all of us right here in this room, in every word that is spoken, every greeting shared, every hug shared. And I know that this is a blessed morning. I know that this is a beautiful, peaceful, inspiring service. I know that this is a loving, welcoming, radiant spiritual community. And I give so much thanks for every single person in the pews. I give thanks for every single volunteer here. I give thanks for all of my time that's been spent in this space, for it is wonderful, it is beautiful, it is peaceful, it is powerful. I'm so thankful to be on this path with the Ahiah Center for Spiritual Living, knowing that all of these words are true, and knowing that this experience, as I've spoken it, is unfolding in front of me right now. Simply give thanks as I release this word to the perfect law of mind, knowing that it is already done. And together we can say, and so it is.
So it is.
Awesome. For my reading, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have these affirmation cards that I keep on my desk. And sometimes when I feel like there's a bit of overwhelm, I like to, put my energy into them, pick one at random, just read the affirmation on it. And these are well-being cards from the teachings of Abraham Hicks. So, yeah, they're pretty good. And just to shake it up even more, can I ask for a volunteer from the audience to come up and help me with this? Do I need to pick somebody? Come on up. Yes, please. And thank you. Here, stand up. Yeah, right next to me, please. It's okay, you'll just jump through some hoops for me. Yeah. Just like Spirit, you said yes. Can I ask what your name is?
Susan.
Susan? Nice to meet you, Susan. I'm Harris. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to hold on to these and take a deep breath. A few deep breaths. And once you feel called, just shuffle through those cards and pick a random one. Yeah, right? Sometimes there's a little bit of resistance when we're looking for truth. Okay, do you mind if I read this for you?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So the affirmation says, there is nothing for me to guard against. Yeah. There's a lot of denial statements in these cards, which personally I'm not always down with, but they are powerful still. So there is nothing for me to guard against. Means that everything is for me, everything is for you. And on the back it says, you exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it. Be the evidence of it to give others reason to believe that all can be well. And that's what we do as Ahiah, Awesome. Thank you, Susan.
Wow, that was different and refreshing. And speaking of the affirmations, there's one on the inside of your bulletin. And it's good to take these home with you. You can review that when you're doing your spiritual work for the week. This can start you off with that. In addition to that, all the events are on there. Our website is on there. And that'll just help you keep in touch and up to date with everything that we're doing. Now, our guest artist, singer is Miriam Green. As she comes to the stage, say hello to your neighbor.
Oh, you're strong. Thank you.
It's kind of an unfair advantage because I got a chance to listen to her sing and rehearse before service, so that's my unfair advantage, but you will enjoy her. Enjoy. Thank you for letting me be your human highlighter.
God rising, everyone. This is what we say at Agape, God rising. You look beautiful out there. This first song is called If Not Me. It's from Cerise Patron. She's a musician from CSL, Phoenix, Arizona. There are millions of people who are homeless. There are thousands who die every day. There are those who go to bed each night hungry. And there are children who can't afford to wait. There are men and women who fight for freedom. And there are others who fight because of hate. Now, I could stay, and this is not my problem. But then, who is gonna stand up for the change? If not me, then who will go? Who will change the way of the world? If not now, when will it be? Will it be the change we want to see? If not here, where will it be? If not now, if not here, if not me. There are those who strive to make a difference. They spend their lives devoted to a cause. They know one voice can change the future, and that one good deed is worth 1,000 that are lost. Gandhi said that you could be the change you live in. You could be the word, if you could change the world you want to see. Now, who am I to say I'm just one per person? 'Cause the power resides inside of me. If not me, then who will go? Who will change this way of the world? If not now, when will it be? Will it be the change we want to see? If not here, where will it be? If not now, if not here, if not me. You see, my thoughts create my destiny, and then my hopes create my dreams, and my dreams create just what I believe, and my words create what I see. If not me, then who will go? Who will change the way of this world? If not now, when will it be? Will it be the change we want to see? If not here, where will it be? If not now, if not here, if not me. If not me, who will go? Who will change this way of the world? If not now, when will it be? Will it be the change we want to see? If not here, where will it be? If not now, if not here, if not me. See, why not now, Ahiah? Why not here? Let's say now, why not we?
Wow. Why not here? Why not now? Why not us? Woo, let's give Miriam some more love. That was beautiful. Thank you for your beautiful gift of music. Good morning, Ahiah. Oh, hi, Mom. You snuck in. So happy to see you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone online. I'm Reverend Nicole, and I'm so happy to see you here at Ahiah, where all are welcome. It's just such a special place of love, and today's topic is probably one of my favorite. It's the power of kindness. And I just let's take a deep breath and of kindness. I want to give shout out to Harris, because that was a great invocation and reading. Even though it wasn't a reading, it was a card draw, which is probably one of my favorite things to do. I think I have so many sets of cards at home. I have the moon goddess, this card, I have them all, the affirmation cards. So it's so much fun to pull a card. How was that for you? It was fun, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we all love cards. So over this past month, we've been exploring the theme of belonging, all that encompasses that. The first Sunday, we dived into longing to belong and what it truly means to be a part of community. We reflected on breathing in peace, and we were blessed with that powerful talk by Mandar Apti. Remember the little, I think I'm still doing this, like, ooh, I love that. And then it was followed by the sacred chant, Om Shanti Om, as we connected to that original vibration of the universe, reminding that peace resides within us. Last week, Reverend Mike called us to awaken from our forgetfulness, not simply about peace, but to actively taking steps in our community, becoming part of the solution. He invited us to see peace as not only a distant idea, but a practice begins right where we are. And in the newsletter, he reminded us of our Enneagram of America. What is it? I am care. Reaffirming our responsibility to each other. He asked us, what small act of kindness can I demonstrate as a symbol of my belonging to the Ahiah community? Just ponder that for a second. What small act of kindness can I demonstrate as a symbol of my belonging to the Ahiah beloved community? And I need to tell you, I text Harris frantically about 10 minutes before the service started because our PowerPoint was not connecting to the TV. And Harris just seems to always come up and rescue me from these technology situations. I have no challenge or nervousness about talking in front of a crowd, the congregation, but this technology thing gives me sweats just thinking about it. So I know the book study is doing Piero Ferrucci's book, The Power of Kindness, and he has a chapter dedicated to the sense of belonging. He states, the sense of belonging, that is the feeling that we are part of, what we are part of, while the greater than ourselves, with which we are physically, mentally, and spiritually involved, is a necessary factor to our well-being. Feeling like you're belonging to a community. And I can tell you, like, I was at Granada Hills for 10, 12 years. I knew that church inside and out, and I felt very loved and nurtured, and I had my family there. And so then coming here, I was kind of like a fish out of water all of a sudden. Who are these people? How am I going to fit in? Well, you all are my new family, and I feel so welcomed and so loved, and thank you to Patricia and Nancy and Jackie and everyone who planned that party for me, the little get-together on the 15th, and y'all, I don't know whether you know it or not, but y'all gave me a little necklace, so thank you, I love it. So it's just really feeling like our community, and I just love how we feel so connected, so thank you to each and every one of you. So today we're going to reflect on a simple yet profound spiritual truth, the transformational power of kindness. Kindness in its pure form is not just a nice gesture, it's an expression of the divine, a channel through which love flows into the world, in a world that sometimes feels divided. Does it feel a little divided sometimes? Overwhelmed by chaos or disconnected? Kindness reminds us of our interconnectedness and our shared humanity. We are one power, one life. That life is God's life. That life is my life now. Kindness is the direct line to the heart of God. How does the power of kindness relate to our sense of belonging? The power of kindness has the ability to transform and uplift a community in profound ways in which individuals practice kindness. They create an atmosphere of trust, understanding, connection, which fosters a sense of belonging and safety. Safety is so important to feel safe in a space. Here's how the power of kindness can create a better community. It builds stronger connections. Kindness helps us to deepen the relationships within a community, whether it's offering a helping hand, thank you, Harris, listening to someone in need, or simply offering a smile. Let's all smile at each other. Just a little smile. These acts of kindness break down barriers and encourage open, compassionate interactions. When people feel seen and valued, they're more likely to engage and contribute positively to the community. Foster inclusivity. With kindness as the foundation of inclusion, by treating others with respect and empathy, regardless of our background or our differences, the community becomes a place where everyone feels welcome. That's why we have our slide. Everyone is welcome here. This inclusivity allows diverse voices to be heard, leading to more creative and holistic solutions to community challenges. Listening to other people's opinions and going, oh, that's interesting, but there's also a seed of truth in everyone's opinion. There's something that made them go to think that. So, why do you think that? How does that feel within me? It's just an opportunity for us to hear different voices. Kindness creates a ripple effect. Act of kindness is contagious. When someone experiences kindness, they're more likely to pass it on, creating a ripple effect throughout the community. This chain of positive actions spreads quickly, enhancing the overall morale and harmony of the community. Encouraging collaboration. Now we know Reverend Mike is asking us, what ministry do you want to be part of? 3 people, he has a triangle. The leader, someone to help the leader, and someone to help the helper. So that's what he wants us to do. What kind of ministry are you called to? Chris has this amazing music ministry and brings us these beautiful singers. I was sitting here going, I wonder if Miriam and Tina sang together. I think the roof would just go flying off, right? In a community where kindness is practiced, people are more inclined to collaborate, work together towards shared goals. Instead of competition or division, kindness cultivates the spirit of cooperation. People become more willing to support one another, share resources, come together to solve problems, making the community stronger and more resilient. And that's what we're working here, to make our community stronger. Reduces conflict and builds trust. Kindness can de-escalate potential conflicts and foster an environment of peace. When people approach disagreements or challenges with kindness, they open the door to better communication and mutual understanding. This reduces tension, allowing for conflicts to be resolved more easily and with greater respect. Over time, a culture of kindness builds trust, making it easier for community members to rely and support each other. In essence, kindness strengthens the social fabric of our community, creating more connection, compassion, and a harmonious place where everyone feels empowered to thrive. Through consistent acts of kindness, individuals are collectively building a better, more unified community. And that's what we're here to do, is build this better collective, this community is already awesome, but to go from glory to greater glory, just really lift our church, raise the roof. So that's what we're here to do. That's just a slight thing, but community kindness, I saw Peter's slide, so I know what he's about to talk about. So let's welcome our practitioner at large, Peter, all the way from Palm Springs.
All right. I'm going to see if this makes too much noise. Oh, good. Great. Didn't make any feedback or anything. Hello, my people. I am so happy to be here. My friends, my family members, my future friends that I'm just seeing for the first time. I am so grateful. Ahiah was where I started being a practitioner. I actually came to this teaching, oh, you know what? This rug is up, and I would fall on it. So I'm not going to act like it's not there. So I started here at Ahiah, and Ahiah resonated with me. Ahiah When I first walked in the doors here, it was with Reverend Charles, and it was some time ago, and man, I am so grateful to be here. So my talk today is about kindness, and kindness starting on the micro, kindness starting inside ourselves, because oftentimes it's hard to ask ourselves to be kind with the world when we're not kind with ourselves. And as a therapist who's been in practice for almost 20 years now, I tell you, the people that need to know kindness more than anyone are the nicest people. The nicest people are the biggest bullies. The nicest people are the meanest to themselves. The nicest, most kind people you know, and there's a lot of you in here, so I'm calling you out. On the inside, the most kind, nice people are generally the ones who are saying horrible things to themselves. They are the biggest bullies to themselves. They are tearing themselves down, beating themselves up. Bullies don't do that. Have you noticed that? It's the kind ones that do that. And so for all you kind people that are out there right now, because Ahiah is one of the most loving, kind places I know I have ever been, and I see you. I see how you beat up yourself. I see how you hold on to that pain because you're afraid to let other people see it. I see you. And so let's start on the inside. Let's start on that micro so we can bring that kindness into the macro. The greatest gift, and go ahead and bring up that first slide, the greatest gift, the greatest kindness you can offer anyone. Is Billy up there? There he is. The greatest kindness you can offer anyone is to love yourself. It really is. It starts with you, it starts in this moment, and it starts right now. So, as you know, those who know me, or those who are getting to know me the first time, I'm always very experiential in my work, and what I do in my talks and my books that Billy comes from. And so I'm going to ask you to experience something right now. I'm going to ask you to join me in closing your eyes. I'm going to ask you to say to yourself, I love you. I'm going to ask you to step outside of yourself and look at yourself as you would look at all the wonderful people around you, and say to that self that you are seeing, I'm so sorry I haven't honored you. I'm so sorry I've ignored you. I'm so sorry I neglected you. I'm so sorry. You're amazing. And I love you. I am choosing to love you because I love me. And so let's go even deeper into that experience. What we did in our meditation this morning is we engaged the brain to understand and support this experience, to bring it from the intellectual into the physical. And so I'm going to invite you right now to think of that kindness as a softness. To think of it as that texture. Maybe it's soft or fuzzy or plush or velvety. And I'm inviting you right now to bring that kindness into your body. Because oftentimes we may be hurting and then we are rude to that part of us. There's a part of us maybe we don't like and we're mean to it. There's a part of us we're unhappy with and we're bullying it. We tell it, I don't want you, go away, I hate you, I can't stand you, move out, I'm going to drug you, cut you out, throw you away, and ignore you. Not very kind, is it? And so I'm inviting you right now to practice, to bring that kindness deep in yourself, to bring that kindness to any part of you where there may be suffering, whether it's your thought, a joint in your body, a feeling in your heart. Bring that kindness and engage your brain in understanding it so it becomes something tangible, something you can feel, like that softness. Bring that softness into your heart. Bring it into your thoughts where there may have been a thought that was not so kind. Bring in that softness. Wrap your entire being, the physical body, the mental body, the spiritual body, wrap your body right now in that kindness as an expression, as a demonstration. Feel that softness where there may have been some roughness in your joints. Feel that softness where there may have been a knife or a sharpness in your heart. Hear that softness right now in speaking to yourself with love and kindness, and understand it right now as you, in this moment. Kindness, compassion, empathy, love. Love, that spiritual equivalent that is another word for the divine. Say yes to it right now. And let it fill you up. Say yes to it right now, to feel it in your cells, to bring it into the marrow deep inside your bones. Say yes to it right now. And when you understand that, when you feel it, when you understand it in that level of knowingness, only then I am inviting you to bring it out into the rest of the world. Know it in your heart, feel it in your bones, understand it in your thoughts for yourself on that micro level right now. When you are overflowing with that experience of that softness, of that kindness, of that love and compassion, then and only then I'm inviting you to feel, to remember, to practice in your mind right now, walking it into time and space. See yourself moving into the world, whether it's doing something simple like sending an email, or whether it's making a phone call to someone that you've been needing to share that kindness with. Or today, I had an example driving here, and you're welcome to open your eyes. As I was driving on the road, a big old car came in front of me and cut me off. Now, if I wasn't practicing kindness, you know what my response would have been, but I didn't. I could have gotten angry, and that hurt me. I could have yelled at that car, called them all kinds of names. In my mind, I would never, of course, do that out loud. But that's how we are. But instead, I just went, oh, you know that, I did that. And what was interesting is the lane that he came from opened up. So he crossed in front of me and cut me off, and the lane opened up, and it didn't react. I didn't get angry. I didn't do anything. There was an opportunity that opened up right there. And so I just simply moved over and drove right on past. And I did it with kindness. Isn't that interesting? I didn't engage in that other way, that other possibility. I didn't bring it from my thoughts into my heart and into the anger expressing into the world. I didn't do that. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm saying, oh, I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm evolving. I'm sharing that because I had a moment of saying, oh, this stuff works. I need to practice this more. And so I'm inviting you, when that car cuts you off, or when that person says whatever they say to you, or that experience happens, or that stress outside in the world happens, or you're seeing a lack of love, start right now. Start with you. And know you can always just go around. I'm just taking a moment to pause. I love this place. I love being here. I am so grateful. Thank you for letting me share. Namaste.
Uh-oh. I think I started all the way back. There we are. Thank you, Peter. I actually was going to start with that kind of example, but then I saw your slides, and I'm like, you know what? We'll let Peter handle this, and then I'll move on from there, because I was doing yoga the other day, and I hear it's a practice and not an event. And I keep having to remind myself when I do yoga to be kind to myself, because I know everyone is doing the triangle pose and one arm's down and they're completely sideways and my arm's going that way. And it just is such a beautiful reminder to just really, would you say the things to your worst enemy that you say to yourself? Probably not. I know I talk to myself and I really need to work on my languaging, so that was such a beautiful reminder to really love ourselves first. So thank you so much. So Jesus, our master teacher, reminds us to do unto others as we would do unto ourselves. But I think we are nicer to other people than ourselves, as Peter was saying. So this is like a golden rule, but it's also a spiritual practice. And I remember I was having an off day. I'm kind of like you, Peter. Cars cut in front of me. I'm like, oh, they must be in a hurry. Or, ooh, I wonder what happened in their life. And then I watch them drive in front and they're cutting everyone off. I'm like, oh, love and light to you. Knowing your day works out a little bit better. I don't get annoyed at people very much on the freeway. But I was having a day. Everything was off. I had some challenging news, and I just kind of woke up a little grumpy that morning, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to go get a coffee. And I was pulling into Starbucks, and this car was in the middle of the driveway, and I was like, oh, come on, go on the left side. What are you doing? Move over. And as they pulled out, I realized it was an exit-only driveway. And I was like, okay, Nikki, you need to calm down, right? What's going on? Okay, I was going in the exit, my bad. So I went into Starbucks, and the barista said to me, wow, your eyes, that blue really matches your shirt. Your eyes are amazing. They're popping out. And I was like, whoa. That kind of threw me off. I wasn't expecting that because I was still in my, oh my God, I can't believe the guy was on the, And it kind of threw me back into my center. Like, oh, wait a second, Nikki, you need to take a deep breath here. And so I walked to the end to wait for my coffee. Iced macchiato, upside down, half decaf. And at the end of where you pick up your coffee was this sign. It said, today you could be standing next to someone who's trying their best not to fall apart. So whatever you do today, do it with kindness in your heart. So I was at Starbucks now crying because I realized I had to slow down and take a breath. Right, Patricia? Slow down and take a breath? Okay. She's reminding me I run through my sermons sometimes a little fast. So I'm going to slow down and take a breath. So it was just a beautiful opportunity for me to realize, like, oh, wow, I need to be kind to myself because I'm about to fall apart today. And who knew that Starbucks would give me that lesson? And it started with the barista. Just saying, oh, wow, your eyes match your shirt. Your eyes are amazing. Just a simple random act of kindness. And I will never forget that. So I wrote a letter to that manager of that Starbucks and said, you have an employee there. And I said his name. And I said, he changed my day. You have a great employee there. And I returned it because people need to be acknowledged sometimes for their act of kindness. So that was a really fun, I love that story. Starbucks, crying at Starbucks, finding myself. Ernest reminds us that life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. So what we send out into the world, whether it be kindness, love, or compassion, returns to us multiplied. So just think the kindness you send out multiplied. Isn't that awesome? Just think how our day can be lifted higher and higher. It's going to bring more love and light into our lives. And through this consciousness act of kindness, we align ourselves with this universal mind, the infinite love and wisdom of God. Now, I know Pierre Frucci, I love this photo. He says, when we are kind, we are in the presence of something sacred. This statement reveals a deep truth. Kindness is a sacred act because it transcends the self. When we are kind, we are not acting out of obligation or for personal gain. We are allowing the sacred presence of the divine to flow through us, blessing those around us and elevating the vibration of the entire world. So in this photo, you see our spiritual director, Reverend Michael Lattimore there, and next is, well, I'm going to call him Mr. M. As you know, we go to our Freedom to Choose workshops, and this is just a photo from one of the workshops. So it's amazing to be there with these prisoners. I don't ask what they've done, but I'm sitting knee to knee, Reverend Michael as well, with someone who might have murdered someone, raped, killed. I don't know what they've done. I don't ask. Sometimes they share. But I do know that I look at them with loving, kind eyes. I see the God inside of them. And when we leave, the biggest joke is, oh, we're going to go there and help the participants, as we call them in Freedom to Choose. But what I find is I really help myself. I find the sacred act of kindness, and I know I am shifted every single time I leave that prison. And my first time there, when I walked out of the prison, I couldn't speak. I couldn't even listen to music or anything in my car for like 2 hours as I was driving back from Chowchilla. I just sat there in the silence. I had a huge paradigm shift because I went there with kindness in my heart, and in return, the participants gave me a gift. You are all invited October 13th after service from 1 to 3. And we're going to do a trio workshop here that follows the format that we do at Freedom to Choose. And you can see what we do with the participants. And hopefully some alumni will be here to join us and share their stories about how Freedom to Choose has changed their lives. And so this is all about sharing kindness in the world, non-judgment, just being there with the God eyes and the God soul. So how do we make this kindness our spiritual practice every day? How can we embody the power of kindness in ways that truly make a difference? This might be a shocker. Start with yourself. Is it up there? Yeah. It was supposed to click in, but apparently it's not. Start with yourself. Number 1. First and foremost, as Peter so said beautifully, love and accepting ourselves exactly as we are. Treat ourselves with gentleness, especially in moments of struggle. Ernest reminds us that we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual laws. I had someone, I go to a therapist, and I was talking with her. I'm like, how can I be so mad with someone, speak my truth, and then not judge myself for speaking my truth? Like, I love the person, and I got really mad at them, and I spoke my truth, and then I come back and I'm judging myself. How do you love yourself and be true to yourself? Right? Number 2, be present and listen. One of the most simple and powerful ways is to show kindness and be fully present with others. Our world is so fast-paced, and attention is a gift. Slowing down and being here in the moment, looking around at all these beautiful faces. Ferrucci reminds us listening is a form of kindness because it allows the other person to feel heard, understood, respected. Number 3, random acts of kindness. I have someone very special here today. I'm going to embarrass him. My good friend Hussein is here. Hussein has been my tennis client. He's been on my teams. He's also a master chef. And I didn't tell you why I wanted you here today, because I wanted to thank him because he brings me meals in little plastic cartons every so often. I don't ask for them. He just sends me a text. I am not the best cook, unless you count cheese and crackers as a delicacy. But Hussein will bring me steak and vegetables, these amazing meals. And it's those random acts of kindness. I mean, for him, I'm sure you give a lot of people meals, but for me, it's really special. So thank you. Ernest reminds us that when we sow kindness, even the smallest ways, we participate in the divine law of circulation, receiving blessings in return. So thank you, Hussein. I do appreciate my meals. Number 4, respond with love, not reaction. As Peter was saying, if the car cuts you off, just move to the other lane. And I just really wonder, like, oh, I wonder what's going on in their life. What made them be in such a hurry? Then I think, oh, what if they got a message that someone's dying? Or what if they got a message that someone's giving birth? You know, light and love to them. Just send them that light. Kindness as a global practice. Just sending kindness out to our world. Kindness is a global responsibility. It is the basis for the world we wish to create. Every act of kindness contributes to a larger tapestry of love that connects us all. I like to think of the world as each person in every country has a small thread that builds this giant tapestry. We are each that single thread in that tapestry, connecting us to make a beautiful rug that apparently it's me that keeps moving it. So where was I? So just imagine what the world would look like if we all connected us together, kindness in every moment. So let's embody kindness as a divine expression. When we practice kindness, we find an inner calm that reflects the outer world. Oh, this is in your program. When we practice kindness, we find a reflection. When we practice kindness, we find an inner calm that is reflected in the outer world. Kindness is not only a virtue, it's the strength that sustains us. Kindness is not just a nice idea. It is a divine power that can transform our lives and the world. Through the teachings of Jesus and Ernest and Piero Ferrucci, we see that kindness is a spiritual practice that reflects the love of the divine. When we act with kindness, we become vessels for God's love, bringing peace, healing, and connection to the world. So let us remember the good we desire for ourselves, we must first be willing to give to others. May we all go forth today to practice kindness in our thoughts, words, actions, deeds. And as we do, let us trust that the power of kindness will create ripples far beyond what we can see, bringing more light and love and peace to our world. So I have an affirmation for our week. So I'd love for you to say it with me. We'll go sentence by sentence. I am a channel of divine kindness. I'm a channel of divine kindness. With love and compassion, I meet each moment. I treat myself and others with care and respect. Through simple acts of kindness, I uplift and heal the world. As I give kindness, I receive it back in abundance. And so it is. Amen and amen. All right, let's just take a deep, gentle breath. And as we consciously breathe together and gently close our eyes, turning inward to that sacred place where Spirit resides. With every breath, we allow ourselves to settle into the awareness of the divine presence that is always here, always now, always within. I know that in this moment, there's only one power, one presence, one infinite source of life and love. This presence, the creator, the sustainer, the essence of all that is. It is the pure essence of love, harmony, and infinite kindness. It is the source of all wisdom, the wellspring of all good. and it moves through and as all of creation. God is everywhere in everything and expresses through all beings, including each and every one here and online. I recognize that I am the perfect expression of the divine presence. The Spirit of God lives in me, flows through me, and expresses as me. In this sacred knowing, I affirm that I am a vessel of divine love and kindness. I am connected to this infinite mind that governs all life, and I consciously choose to embody its qualities. I choose kindness, I choose love, I choose compassion. And right now, I declare the power of kindness is in my life. I know that kindness is a spiritual practice, a divine expression of God in action. It is more than just a gesture. It is an energy of love and motion, and I allow it to flow freely through me. I open my heart to the guidance of Spirit, knowing that I am divinely led to bring kindness into every areas of my life. Every thought, every word, and every deed is infused with the power of kindness. And as I express this, I contribute to the healing and the uplifting of the world around me. I affirm that I am kind to myself, for I know that true kindness begins within. I release any and all negative self-talk, judgment, or criticism, knowing that I am a beloved creation of God, worthy of love and care. I treat myself compassionate and understanding, allowing Spirit's love to nurture me from inside out. As I cultivate kindness towards myself, I become more available to extend the same kindness to others. In every interaction, I choose to meet people with an open heart and the spirit of generosity. Whether it is a loved one, a stranger, or someone I find difficult, I recognize we are all expressions of the same divine source. I see beyond appearances and personalities, knowing that the light of God dwells in each person I meet. I am patient, I am understanding, I am compassionate, and I listen deeply to others with the intention of truly hearing them. I choose to respond from a place of love, offering words and actions that uplift, encourage, and bring peace. I trust that kindness is a divine force that has the power to transform any situation. When I encounter a challenge or conflict, I pause. I center myself in Spirit and allow the power of kindness to guide my response. I know that I do not need to react out of fear, anger, or defensiveness. Instead, I take a breath and connect with the truth of who I am and allow Spirit to express through me in ways that bring healing, not harm. I choose love over fear, and compassion over judgment, and kindness over anger. I also affirm that my kindness extends beyond the people I know or see. I send kindness out into the world, trusting it has no limits. I bless those I may never meet, and I pray for peace and well-being for all beings everywhere. I am aware of this interconnectedness of all life, and I understand every act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to the greater good. Whether it's a smile to a stranger, a silent prayer for someone in need, a meal brought to my house, or a helping hand, I know that my kindness has a ripple effect that extends far beyond what I can see. I call upon the wisdom of Ernest Holmes in our spiritual practices that reminds us that love points the way and law makes it happen. As I give kindness, I trust the divine law of circulation is at work, and I know what I give returns to me multiplied. Every act of love and kindness I offer blesses my own life as well. I am an active participant in the flow of good, and I'm grateful for the ways that kindness enriches my relationships, my community, and my world. I choose to live knowing, do unto others as I would have them do to me every day, knowing that when I treat others with love and kindness, I'm aligned with the highest spiritual truth. I am part of a greater plan for peace and harmony on the earth, and I contribute to a world where kindness is the norm, not the exception. And as I move through each day, I stay aware of opportunities to practice kindness in both in small and significant ways. I am present, mindful, intentional in all that I do. Knowing that Spirit is expressing through me, I trust every time I act with kindness, I'm bringing more of God's love into the world. With a heart full of gratitude, I give thanks for the power of kindness in my life. I am thankful for the divine presence that works through me, reminding always of the truth of my being. I am grateful for the opportunities to express love, compassion, and care. I give thanks for the people, my Ahiah community, and experiences that allow me to practice kindness, knowing that each one is blessed. Each one is a blessing in my spiritual growth. And so I release this word to the perfect law, knowing that it is already done, and I trust in the power of kindness, knowing that it is transforming me and the world around me. I walk in peace, grounded in love, and open to all the ways kindness is flowing through me. And so it is. Amen and amen. What a pause. It's now that time to practice our law of circulation and our prosperity consciousness, knowing that what I give comes back tenfold, kindness and prosperity, financial prosperity. We have different ways to give. As Dorothy and Sandra walk up the alleys, we can give here. We could text to give at 616-229-2225, online at ahiah.com/donate, or mail a check, 150 North El Molino Avenue, Pasadena, California. So we recognize the infinite abundance of Spirit that flows through all things. With open hearts, we give thanks for these offerings as testament to our faith that the divine. May these gifts serve to uplift, heal, and nurture our community, extending love, peace, and kindness to those who need it most. We give in gratitude, knowing that as we give, we participate in the endless cycle of the good that returns to us multiplied. May offerings be a blessing, expanding the reach of love, light in the world. And so it is. So let's just say our group affirmation together. This gift I give is God in action. I send it forth with joy, confidence, and ease. I am blessed by the law of giving and receiving. As I now share my gifts with life, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And so it is. Amen and amen. Oh, we're so happy to have Miriam here again to bless us with her gift of music.
Thank you. Thank you both, Reverend Nicole and Peter. Let's rock. Ready? Okay. Where do I go? Where do I go? When there's nobody else to listen, who do I talk to? When there's nobody there to turn, who do I lean on? When there's no foundation stable, I go to the rock. I know He's able. I go to the rock.
to the mountain, and the mountain will stand by me. When the earth all around me sink and say, Ahiah, you're a rock, and you will stand. When I need a shelter, when I need a friend, I come to this rock. When I need a shelter, when I need a friend, I come to you, Ahiah, my rock.
Yeah, let's bring the house down. Woo! All right, as our teen youth program, We Thrive Youth Program. Come on in. So we got our exercise today, y'all.
Good morning. So we've been cleaning house all morning. So if I look a little frazzled, that's why. So we just wanted to, we have a couple of announcements that we are in the mode of fundraising for winter camp, which is in January. And we just wanted to remind everybody that we do have our change barrel or bottle, which is down there by the bulletin board. And coming up on the 27th, which is the family, I always say, what is it? Yes, the Family Fall Fun Festival. I know. We will be having a bake sale. So thank you for all your support as usual. That's it for us.
Thank you. All right, so tomorrow, Monday evening, we have our Creating the Beloved community, which is online, and it's a great place for active spiritualism and just working together and just building, understanding and learning more about each of us. Next Sunday, I know I brought my friend to this week, but next Sunday is Bring Your Friend Sunday, and followed by a drum circle. So I heard that went really well last time, so come and drum, get all your rhythm in. And then the Family Fun Fall Festival, I forgot fall, October 27th from 12:30 to 3. So lots of fun happening here. Then, as I mentioned, we have our Freedom to Choose Trio, which is October 13th. And I would love for you to come and join us because it's just such an amazing experience to work in trios. And like I said, I go there to work on some of my stuff. So I remember I went one time, and one of the participants, he said, "Are you still talking about this, Nikki?" And I was just like, yeah, sort of. And so he totally called me out, and he was right. And so it's kind of funny. Sky, do you want to come and really quickly tell us about your chakra balancing and yoga nidra? Yay, let's welcome Sky. Woohoo! She's doing this on October 20th.
Thank you, Reverend Nikki. Oh my gosh, I haven't been here. I'm so sorry. I've been kind of MIA, but it was for a good reason because it's a new beginning. I'm giving a lot of kindness to the community as well. So that being said, this chakra balancing idea that just came to me because I was like, you know what, people love yoga nidra, but they also want to be balanced in their energy. So I was thinking, hey, why not do chakra balancing and then go into yoga nidra? And I was like, this is a great idea. So if you haven't sat in any of my yoga nidra sessions, this is going to be a great experience. If this is going to be your first time, I prefer you to wear very comfortable clothes, okay? Come and bring you. If you have a yoga mat, great. If you don't, that's okay. Just bring yourself. Be present, all right? Also, try not to eat before the session, because you're going to be like, oh, trying to process the food while you're doing this yoga nidra. It's not a good idea. Empty stomach is better, so if you want to eat before the session, it would be way much better. Also, if you have any questions specifically about, what energy healing is about, I can give you insights. I do that as part of my practice. But for the yoga nidra aspect of it, If you have something that you want to come to this, I would just say release it, because we're going to do a release type of chakra balancing energy healing. So it's not really like a one-on-one, but it's really about you and being within your body. So if you have any questions specifically, please come to me afterwards. Thank you again for this opportunity. We're going to do this every quarter, all right? So it's not every month like we were doing it. It's a special thing. So I hope you can come and join us. Thank you.
Thanks, Guy. Thanks, Guy. I missed last time because I was just started here and I was trying to figure out everything that I was supposed to do, so I missed it. So I'm excited. I'm going to make it work this time. Foundations, I believe this is the last week. For those of you in foundations, this is one more week to join, right? They can join one more week? Yes, right, okay. So please, Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 9. And as Reverend Mike says, if it comes with a guarantee. If it doesn't work, you can always have your old life back. So it's a great opportunity. Book study, look, I changed the slide. We actually have the right slide in here now. Yay! Book study, Power of Kindness. I don't know why we never changed the slide. Healing Circle every Wednesday. I know that while Reverend Mike is doing the foundations, our practitioners are helping out. So it's an amazing circle. Prayer and conversations on hiatus for right now. Our practitioners, raise your hands. We have Frederick and Chris, and I know in the back we have a few others. So for a free checkup from the neck up, as he says, come contact one of us. Ministry of Prayer, we have prayer boxes. And Dial a Prayer, you can call in. And do you do this, Deborah, or is it Kelly? Kelly who does it, yeah, thanks. All right. Let's call Miriam back up and let's get our congregational song. Woohoo.
Please rise for this. And you're going to sing along, and we have actual parts for you to sing. And we'll let you know, because we're kind.
But I'm just learning it.
Okay. Tomorrow's chance. All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right, let's say our benediction together. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in all of my affairs. I accept it, I am it, and I share it. Just the way it appears and just the way it appears not. Thank you, life. Amen and amen.
You can join us in the fellowship hall. What's left to the donuts and some coffee. Thank you so much, and God bless.